Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, is rated T for Teen by the Entertainment Software Rating Board for blood, language, suggestive themes, and violence. You have been warned. Howdy guys, it's Justin, and we're going to try something a little different because Twitch is not cooperating right now. To say the very least. We were trying to stream and my computer decided to drop a turd. So, we're going to do something. I'm going to introduce, by the way, this is ThatChristianScientist.
Howdy, y'all.
So, get a little closer to your mic because you're going to have to overbear the game a little bit. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. But you're going to have to definitely overbear the game.
All right.
So I'm gonna come down a pretty good ways on it. That way they can hear you till we get this recording situation fixed. So This is a well-known game series that Chris has never played, and he's gonna walk his way through it. Now, this first case, I'm not gonna give him any lifeline help from me because he ought to be able to figure it out. But from case 2 onward, we're gonna have some lifeline options for him to use at his leisure. And you'll understand why you'll need them as the game goes on, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Here we go. So, new game. The first episode, it's episode 1. There's 5 episodes in this game, okay? And it's called The First Turnabout. And I'm going to shut up, and you need to shut up because you need to pay attention to what happens in this cutscene, okay?
Okay.
All right. By the way, I will warn you, every picture or video scene you see like that in this game is true. Okay?
Really?
As far as the case goes. It may not make sense at first, but it's true. Okay?
Okay.
Bear that in mind. So here we go. Boy, am I nervous. Well, actually, you should be reading this. You're Phoenix. I'll voice everybody else. Oh, including the women.
Okay.
All right.
Including the women. I'll look forward to it.
Right!
Oh my God, shut up.
Oh, yes, I should warn you. The women are blessed. Whoops.
The women are what?
Blessed. You'll understand a little later.
What?
They're beautiful.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You'll understand.
Oh,
You'll understand in case 2 a little bit more.
Whew. I got you.
Glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Says a lot about you and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? I don't have a good female voice right now. I have signed it.
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Get a little closer to your mic.
Okay, how's this?
That's better. Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
It's over! My life! Everything! It's all over! Isn't that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, that's him.
Death! Despair! gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah.
Nick!
Hey there, Larry.
Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. By the way, do you see his last name?
Oh my gosh.
Get ready. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die.
What? What's wrong, Larry?
Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away?
The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Bout. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butt. That is amazing. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took his case. And that's just what I'm going to do.
I skipped part of that clear his name.
That's
all right. Straight into court.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Boots.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
What in the world?
The voice will make sense in a little bit.
Okay. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. I.e., here's the tutorial on how to play the game.
Yes, Your Honor.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them. Stand by.
Okay.
Alright, one weird jump cut later. Alright, but I'm gonna give this line again.
Okay.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Larry Bout. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Bout, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's Wait. Oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix! Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? Alright, so we'll go to court record. And so there's two aspects to the court record, okay? There's your evidence and there's profiles. Your profiles is going to be everybody involved in a case, okay?
Okay.
And your evidence, you're always going to have your attorney's badge, okay?
Okay.
And this is the autopsy report of our victim, okay? Time of death, 7:31, 4 to 5 p.m., cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma, okay?
Okay.
And here's your profiles. Here's everybody involved in the case. There's your boss. There's the defendant. Okay.
Okay.
There's Cindy Stone.
Right.
She's your victim. And here's your prosecutor, Winston Payne. Okay. So, who is the victim?
Cindy Stone.
There you go.
The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was
hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. I.e., congratulations, you just passed the tutorial. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor, because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker.
It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. So now you have a statue.
Yep, okay.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. By the way, this works on the premise of guilty until proven innocent.
Oh, okay.
All right. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Ahem! Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! This is a lot of me, so get ready. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony.
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
All right, you have a passport now.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Oh my.
Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Ooh.
By the way, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
No, this one doesn't matter.
Stop him from answering, I say.
Okay.
My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Oh. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite.
Boy, this is so not looking good.
A little closer to your mic, please.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Hello?
Well, did you or did you not? Heh, well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh, he went. What do I do?
Your choice.
Stop him from answering. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog.
Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember?
Boy, I'm glad I only got to do this guy for one case. Man. I'll be glad when we get to case 2. It'll be so much easier.
Oh.
It's a different prosecutor.
Gotcha.
That one's going to be a lot easier.
Well,
Okay.
we'll just have to remind you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
Yes, that is his name.
Frank saw it. Oh my gosh.
Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
All right, here is the main gameplay. All right, you ready?
All right.
Witness's account.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm gonna read this normally.
Okay.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone working in the... Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Got a lot of evidence here. Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
Alright, Wright, this is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in his testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Touch the court record button and point out contradictions in the testimony. Alright.
Here we go.
So you're going to tell me which way you want to go and what you want to look at, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
So, I'll tell you, so press means you get to, if you want some more information about a line, the line that's up right now, okay? That's not not launching, trying to prove a contradiction. You're trying to get more information. And sometimes you have to do that to get additional testimony to find the contradictions, okay? So, pressing is important, but presenting is where you shove it in his face, all right? There is a strike system. There is a strike system to this game. You see the 5 exclamation points up there.
Yep.
If you run out, that's a game over. Your client's guilty.
Oh, okay.
All right. So what do you want to do? So do you want to read through the whole thing again, or?
So I'm kind of confused here.
Okay. So one of these statements that he has made is a lie.
Okay.
All right. You need to find it, and then you have to prove it that it's a lie.
And so I can see the court record when?
When you click present, here's your court record. So there's all of your evidence.
Can I see the death report or whatever?
Sure.
Autopsy report. Yeah, okay, so he said, I already know there's a lie in there because he said it was at 1 o'clock and her time of death is between 4 and 5.
So you want to go straight there? All right.
I guess.
All right. By the way, does he look familiar?
Yeah, but I'm not sure why.
Okay. Okay, so you're saying this is the lie.
There's at least that is a lie. So,
all right, and you want to present this.
Yep, because our time of death is between 4 and 5 p.m. So. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report.
I told you the music is good in this game.
The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh, that. That's why his voice is so squeaky.
I gotcha now.
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Round 2.
Oh, is there like 3 or what am I?